Hi friends, welcome to my channel Maths Academy by DG. Today we are going to continue one of the important concept, singular and non-singular matrices. After that we can define the inverse of a matrix. Okay, so this is the part about the determinant chapter, that is the chapter number 4. Okay, so already we have completed how to find the adjoint of a matrix. Suppose the matrix whose order is 3 by 3 and also 2 by 2. Okay, so in this class we can continue this part. Okay, suppose if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and like, share. Okay, see, this is the singular matrix. So what is the definition of this singular matrix? Means suppose we are taking one of the square matrix here. That matrix is A. A is a square matrix. Suppose we are taking the matrix, then the determinant of that matrix is equal to 0. We can say the matrix has what? Singular matrix. Okay. So by taking the example here, one of the example matrix A is equal to, we are taking 1 2 4 8. See, this is the matrix A. Okay. So whose order is 2 by 2. Okay. Now I am going to find the determinant of this matrix. Okay. So by finding the determinant of this matrix here, determinant is 1 2 4 8. Now the determinant of this matrix is 1 into 8 is 8 and 4 2 is 8. The result of is what? 0. So remember one thing students, determinant of A is equal to 0 means definitely the matrix is said to be what? Singular matrix. What is the definition for the singular matrix? Means a square matrix is said to be a singular if the determinant of that matrix is equal to 0, then that matrix is called what? Singular matrix. That's all. It is a very simple one and sad and sweet definition about the singular matrix. Okay, so now we can see one more definition in this. What is the non-singular matrix? What is the non-singular matrix? So what is the non-singular matrix? Suppose we are taking the square matrix A. If I find the determinant of that matrix, if we are having the result of that matrix is not equal to 0, means you are finding the determinant of that matrix, if the determinant of that matrix we are having not equal to 0, means we can say such matrix is known as a non-singular matrix. That's all. Okay, so let us take one of the example here. By taking the example, so if we are having A is equal to some 1 2 3 4. Now having the 1 2 3 4, the determinant of this matrix is, we know that how to find the determinant here for the 2 by 2 matrices. Just we are doing the cross multiplication for this. 1 into 4 is 4, minus 3 to the 6. Now the determinant of this matrix is what? Minus 2. If we are having the determinant is minus 2 means, remember the determinant is definitely not equal to 0. Yes or no? Determinant is not equal to 0 means we will say the matrix is which kind of matrix? Whether it is a singular or non-singular, definitely it is what? Non-singular matrix. Okay, this is the difference between the singular and non-singular matrices. Okay, so formula, we know that A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. Yes, already I give the proof of this one. Yes or no? So by using this formula, again we are going to get one of the important formula that is useful in the NCERT as well as objective also. Okay, so that's why see this formula, A into adjoint A is equal to determinant of A into I. I is nothing but what? Identity matrix. Okay, so now we are taking here A into adjoint A is equal to determinant of A into I is nothing but identity matrix. Suppose we are taking A matrix also whose order is 3, means definitely I matrix is also whose order is what? We are taking here 3. So that's why right here the identity matrix is, we know that identity matrix whose order is 3 means 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Yes. After this, A into adjoint A is equal to, now multiply determinant of A inside the bracket, means inside the matrices. So determinant of A into 1 is determinant of A 0 0 and 0, again determinant of A 0 0 0 determinant of A. Yes. After this, see, now we are making the determinant of, we are applying the determinant on both the sides. Okay, so determinant of A into adjoint A is equal to, we are applying the determinant of both the side, means for the right hand side also I am going to applying the determinant. So determinant of A 0 0, again 0 determinant of A 0 0 0 determinant of A. Yes. Now see this determinant of A into adjoint A is nothing but this is in the form of determinant of A into B. Yes or no? So determinant of A into B can be written as determinant of A into determinant of B. This is again one of the property, okay, in the determinant. Determinant of A into B is equal to what? Determinant of A into determinant of B. By using this I am writing here determinant of A into determinant of adjoint A. Yes, determinant of adjoint A. After that, see, this is the determinant of having here. So from this determinant, by using the some rules are having for the determinant, from the first row we can take the determinant A is outside. Yes or no? From the second row also we can take determinant outside. From the third row also we can take determinant outside. Means determinant of A from the first row, from the second row, from the third row also we are taking. Means we will be right determinant of A into determinant of A into determinant of A is nothing but determinant of A whole cube. That's why remember one thing, this is the determinant. In this determinant we are taking from the first row common, second row, third row also we are taking the common. So now determinant of A whole cube into what is left in this, by taking the determinant of A outside from the first row 1 0 0 0 1 0, again the similarly last row also 1. Once the determinant of A here gets cancelled, then determinant of adjoint A is equal to here determinant of A whole square. See, this is that we know that this is the identity matrix whose determinant is always 1. So that's why the result of this one is 1. So now remember determinant of adjoint A is equal to what we are having here, that is determinant of A whole square. Means friends, determinant of adjoint A is equal to determinant of A whole square. It is a one of the formula, but in this what is the order of A? Means the order of A we are taking here what? 3. If the order of A is means A is nothing but matrix. If the order of the matrix the order is 3, means the determinant of adjoint A is equal to become the determinant of A whole square. Okay. Suppose I will say one of the formula here. If I take, just I will have this. Now see, this is the order of 3, okay, for the formula. Now suppose the matrix A whose order is n, what is the formula for this? Means determinant of adjoint A is equal to determinant of A whole power n minus 1. Because of the determinant of adjoint A is equal to, we are writing determinant of A whole power 2. So now for these two also we can write determinant of A whole power 3 minus 1. Yes or no? Order is what? 3. So in place of 3, just I am going to replace what? N. This is a very important formula, all of you remember. Okay, in the objective also you will get this one. Determinant of adjoint A is equal to, so determinant of A whole power n minus 1. Okay, so now we will see the inverse of a matrix. See, inverse of a matrix. Okay, so we have completed adjoint of a matrix, after that singular and non-singular also. Okay, so now the inverse of a matrix. Okay, so we know that already A into adjoint A is equal to what? Determinant of A into I. Yes or no? From this only we can write the inverse of a matrix. Okay, so now we are taking the determinant of A on left hand side, we are sending A on right hand side. By sending A on right hand side, it will be what? A inverse. Means 1 by A can be written as what? A inverse. So now I am writing from this A inverse is equal to, so by taking this on left hand side, it will be 1 by determinant of A into what? Adjoint A. Remember, this is the formula for inverse of a matrix. This will indicate here inverse of a matrix A. This symbol is nothing but what? Inverse of a matrix A. Okay. So now what is the formula? Adjoint A by determinant of A. But there is one condition to exist the inverse of a matrix. What is that condition to exist the inverse of a matrix? Means where A should be a non-singular matrix. Means the determinant of A always not equal to 0. Suppose determinant of A is equal to 0, means A inverse is not exist. Remember that. Okay.